Mark chapter 16, verses 1 to 8. When the Sabbath was over, Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James, and Salome brought spices so that they might go to anoint Jesus' body. Very early on the first day of the week, just after sunrise, they were on their way to the tomb, and they asked each other, "Who will roll the stone away from the entrance of the tomb?" But when they looked up, they saw that the stone, which was very large, had been rolled away. As they entered the tomb, they saw a young man dressed in a white robe sitting on the right side, and they were alarmed. "Don't be alarmed," he said. "You are looking for Jesus, the Nazarene, who was crucified. He has risen. He's not here. See the place where they laid him. But go, tell his disciples and Peter, he's going ahead of you into Galilee. There you will see him, just as he told you." Trembling and bewildered, the women went out and fled from the tomb. They said nothing to anyone because they were afraid.
Chris, thank you very much for reading for us. Good morning and happy Easter. Lovely to have you here with us. Thank you for being patient as you've been squashed in and maybe bumped up beside other people that you don't maybe know yet. But wonderful to have you here. It's Easter Sunday morning. All week we've been thinking about Easter leading up to this day. Two things we're really going to want to have in our minds this morning. One is look into Easter and we'll see what we discover, and look out from Easter and we'll find there's something that we want to do. Now, lots of you won't know what's been going on here this week. Some of you will. We've had an amazing holiday club that's been going on in our church with lots of people coming to. Have any of you been at holiday club this week? Put your hands up. Lots of you were. Lots of children, lots of adults who've been helping out at that as well. And one of the things you would have seen at it, we had this amazing security scanner at the entrance to our holiday club. I've actually found out it's more amazing than we thought it was. You know how sometimes you get, buddy, good to see you. So I've just seen a friend Jordan that I've not seen for years, and he's just arrived and walked in. I didn't expect to see you. That's an added bonus. Lovely to see you. I found out, you know how sometimes you get with those Apple phones, they have different numbers on them as they get better and better. Well, I found out this isn't just a kind of normal scanner. This is actually a top of the range. Let me see if I can put this on. It's a top of the range Mark 16 super scanner. It's not just the Mark 1 or the Mark 2. This is the Mark 16. And it comes with a huge set of instructions. Look at that. Now, I've read them all to make sure I know how it works. So we're going to see if we can switch it on this morning. I've got there's the handprint, and let me just switch it on, and let's see if it turns on. Oh, that's not very good, is it? I must have typed in the wrong password. Let me type in another. Let's try that. Try that. Oh, that looks much better, doesn't it? Look, that's pretty fancy. And let's see if we can get it. One more just to see if it's ready. There it is. Look at that. Mark 16 super scanner ready. These things are amazing they can see into all sorts of other things. It can see right inside things. It's that kind of a scanner.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
Scott, you're not looking great.
Oh, I feel bad. I feel really bad. My tummy is so sore.
Your tummy, Scott, get
So
up
sore.
here. This isn't. I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank
Scott,
you.
Have you been eating unhealthy things again?
This body is a temple, David.
All right.
Healthy things only. Eggs for breakfast.
Eggs. You've just had
Eggs.
that sounds very healthy. Well, I tell you what, we could use the scanner to see what's going on inside. Let me.
Oh, thank you.
I'll just set it up, but maybe if you walk through it from the back, come through it from the back, and let's see what's going on inside your tummy. So if you just walk through that now, let's see what comes up. Oh, sorry, I had it set to heads, not tummy. Let me just do that. Come through again. Come through again, Scott. Let's see what's going on in there. Hang on a second, Scott. That looks a bit suspicious. It's a good scanner, isn't it? Look at that. When you said you only had eggs, let's just so everyone can hear your confession. What kind of eggs?
Of the chocolate variety.
Yeah, okay. I think we all know why your tummy might not be feeling great. So I think you'll be all right, Scott.
Thank you.
Just maybe sit down. But it's good for us to see that the scanner really works well. It's an amazing scanner. I wonder if it can help us look into Easter this morning while we're here. So, scanner, if I were to ask, what can you help us see if we look into Easter? Oh, there's the thing. Discover the truth about Jesus. That sounds good. I don't know if you can remember some of the things we heard in our Bible reading this morning. We heard some amazing things. That first Easter Sunday, there were some women, and they went to the tomb. Scanner, what happened when they went to the tomb? Oh, there we go, the stone. Do you remember hearing that? The stone, which was very large, had been rolled away, and the tomb was empty. The tomb that they said Jesus had been put in was empty, but was it really Jesus? Oh, Scanner, was it really Jesus that had been put in that tomb? Is it really him? Oh, there we go. There's another thing. The scanner's got that information from the Bible. That was one of the things the angel said. It was the tomb of Jesus the Nazarene who was crucified. The Nazarene, he was from Nazareth. That was Jesus' home address when he lived on earth. And he was the one who was crucified. So it really was him. They knew his address and they knew he was crucified. Oh, that was the truth. It really was him. He died. That was true. So Scanner, what happened to him? Oh, there's the other thing the angel said. If you can't read, let me read it out. What the scanner's popped up there. It said, he is risen. He is not here. It's amazing. Jesus really died. But it's true, just as we've been saying this morning, he was his tomb. He was the one who was in it, but it's empty. He's risen from the dead. And it's what Jesus said. If you read through the whole of Mark's gospel, all the way through it, Jesus spoke about God's rescue plan. He proved that he had the power to forgive people, make them friends with God again. And then he called people to follow him. And lots of times, he explained that he would need to die to take the punishment for the things that we've done wrong. Then he'd rise again to give new life. And everything he has said has come true. Look into Easter and you'll discover the truth about Jesus. He's defeated sin and death. He's defeated all those things. I wonder if we look into Easter, whether it could tell us anything else. Scanner, can Easter tell us anything else? Discover the truth about you. And discover the truth about me. I wonder if it's got anything to do with this other bit of the reading that seemed a bit strange. I think the scanner is able to put it up. Do you remember hearing this bit? Trembling and bewildered, the women, they fled from the tomb. And they said nothing to anyone because they were afraid. Seems a bit strange, doesn't it? A strange way to end this account of Jesus. Jesus is risen from the dead. He's alive, never to die again. And they run away afraid. And having been told to say something, they don't say anything to anyone. When I read that, do you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the disciples in the garden when Jesus was being arrested. They ran away afraid. And at times when they should have said something, they didn't say anything. And I think the Bible wants to tell us, even after Jesus rose, some people are still scared about trusting Jesus. And some people still find it hard to do what God says, even the good thing he says. I wonder as I read that if I'm like that as well. And I thought maybe I should go through the scanner to see what's in the inside of me. Let me just, if I pop through, what's going to come up? There it is. David Todd often doesn't trust Jesus. A lot of the time it's because I'm scared. And often slow to obey Jesus. Do you look into Easter and discover the truth about Jesus? He really is God's Son who died and rose again to new life. But also look into Easter. Discover the truth about yourself, where people are not very good at trusting him, often scared, still not very good at doing what he says. Mark begins his book by telling us he's got good news about Jesus. The Bible sometimes has to tell us there's bad news about us first. But it really only does that so we'll understand much more what the good news about Jesus is. We'll think a little bit more about that in just a moment. Before we do, we're going to sing a song again together that talks about what the church is. One of the things, if you read the Bible, you find that God wants us to do is always to look into Easter. And there's all sorts of things to discover as we look into Easter about Jesus and about ourselves. The other thing, though, that we'll find is the Bible wants us to look out from Easter. And we'll think about that in a moment. For those of you who were at Holiday Club, there was lots of crazy, it was secret agents, there was lots of crazy spy hunting. There was crazy spies who looked a bit like this. You see anyone who looks a bit like that? Now, I've heard one of those spies is snuck in here this morning. One of the spies is in here. Can you find them anywhere? Can you find the spy? What? Where is he? Where's the spy? Can someone... There he is! Can somebody guess him? Go and guess him. Bring him out here. Bring him out here. Get yourself out here. Crazy spy. Brendan, I don't know if the spy will stop the crying or make it worse. There with the... Yeah. Oh, yeah, stopped. So that's good. Who is this feisty fellow? Who's this sneaky spy in this dastardly disguise? Nobody could tell in a disguise like that, but it is good news that I have got this Mark 16 super scanner with its latest up-to-date facial recognition software that can see through disguises. Those of you who work in the tech industry have probably seen things like this before, but right, Mr. Sneaky Spy, I'm going to pop you through this and we'll discover who you are. Oh my goodness. Are you all as surprised as I am? It's Scott Bamber. It's only Scott Bamber. Scott, take that microphone and tell us, what are you doing sneaking around?
I was creeping in. I thought I could try and find out where Jesus is hiding.
Scott, find out where Jesus is hiding?
Yeah.
Sorry, Jesus is not hiding. He's not hiding, Scott. Look, let me show you where he is. Mark tells us, I'll get the Mark 16 scanner to pop it up on the screen. Here's what the angel said. He is going ahead of you into Galilee. Remember that place? There you will see him just as he told you.
What? Why is he going into Galilee? What's there? What's so important about Galilee?
That's a good question. Maybe it'd help if we did a little quiz. A little quiz about places that might help you understand. So here's a little quiz that will come up about places and what you might do if you go to one of these places. See if you recognize them and think, and you can help Scott with this if you want to. Here's the first one. Can you see that?
I love that place.
Midsummer Dental, which is just across the street here, the dentist place. What might you be doing if you are going here or there?
Apart from having lots of fun?
Yeah. Lots of fun at the dentist?
What do you think I'm doing? I get stickers.
You go to the dentist for stickers.
After they've checked my teeth, probably.
That's right. They'll be checking your teeth there. You're obviously someone who brushes your teeth very well, and you just get nice stickers at the end of it. Okay, there's the dentist. That's the first place. And they go there, and they'll make your smile even better. That's what dentists do. They help you have a good smile. Here's the second place. See if you recognize this place. Do you know where that is? Does anyone know where that is? Very good. That is, Scott, do you recognize it?
That's Coldham's Common, that is.
Coldham's Common, just before 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning. What would you be doing there?
Dominating. The park run.
Really? What's your PB?
Not fast enough.
There's somebody in my house who can do it in 22. That's not me.
Well done, Julia.
Right, So there you'd be doing the park run. Here's the next one. What might you be doing if you go here?
Oh, I know that one. Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace. In the hot seat. I'd be in the hot seat. Or visiting the King and Queen.
You might be doing that. That'd be good. So visiting the King, dentist, get your smile right. Coldham's Common, get you healthy again, get fit and faster. Buckingham Palace, visiting the King or Queen. Here's the last one. Ooh. What? No, it's not.
Train station. Which one? King's Cross. It's King's Cross.
That's right, King's Cross Station. What might you be doing if you go to King's Cross Station?
A lot of waiting. And then getting a train.
Getting a train. You might be going on holiday. You might be going to visit someone, doing all sorts of things. Certain places mean something, don't they? Galilee was important to Jesus. Here's a little map. When Jesus lived on earth, Galilee was an important place. It was the place where Jesus spoke about God's love and his rescue plan. It was the place where he proved that he had power to forgive people. It was the place where he called people to follow him and said to anyone, you can come and follow me. When you hear Galilee and you think about Jesus, you're meant to think, I know what he did when he went there. And so when Jesus says he's going back there, he means, I'm going back to do the same things. I'm going to speak to people about God's love and his rescue. I'll forgive them, and I'll call people to follow me. Look into Easter and discover the truth about Jesus and yourself, but then look out from Easter to find and follow Jesus. That's what we're meant to do.
But didn't the scanners say that you're not very good, David?
You're not wrong, Scott. It did say that. The scanner did say, I'm not very good. But I tell you what, I think even those first disciples felt that about themselves, which is why one of the first messages at Easter is such good news. Do you remember what the angel said? It's going to come up on the screen. Said to those women, go tell his disciples and Peter. You understand that? Why would they say that? The message goes to go and tell the ones who thought they knew best, but really they didn't. Go and tell the ones who ran away from Jesus even when they were scared. Go and tell the ones who are always slow to trust him and obey him. Go and tell them Jesus is alive. He's come to forgive them, and he wants you to follow him. I had two things to think about this morning. Look into Easter, and you'll discover the truth about Jesus and yourself. The truth about Jesus, he died and rose again so we can be forgiven. And then look out from Easter to find and follow Jesus. Ask him to forgive you and to help you trust him. And if you're here this morning and you want to follow Jesus for the first time, you could do that even today. For those who are a bit older, I'd love to give you one of these little books. You could pick up one on the way out that would say a little bit more if you want to look into Jesus a little bit more. And those who are younger, why not talk to somebody older, maybe who's brought you along this morning?